Here's Johnny. Hold up, y'all. Somebody just did it again. I might have to do this here broadcast some other time. It could be summer. Everybody keep trashing my social media broadcasts of video content on my channel. You know, every time you look, whenever I do a broadcast lately for my own personal private Wi-Fi, there's a disruption or interruption of the broadcast. Whereas I may just have to start broadcasting more from, the free Wi-Fi for public library branches. I don't know if y'all could hear me. Hold up. Wait a minute. Let me see what's going on. This make the second remake of this original social media broadcast that I'm doing, you all. Then because I'm airhead, or rather should I say, excuse my language, pardon my French, dickhead prick of a neighbor from damn hell, package stealing and drug pushing, poop butt pissant, criminal riffraff character who represents less manhood than much more familiar faggot with his creepy cowardly faggoty self is still attempting to give me the business, as he is a nigger SOB bastard, of a low-life scumbag that is continuing to attempt to make my life a living damn hell. The same one who could be moonlighting as a rapist, or worse yet, a pedophile, scoping, stalking, and vamping or preying upon, much rather than to think to get to preying with women and children of girls and boys. So parents, watch your sibling relatives, I say. And if any of you parents that are just women, watch yourselves, and your children that much more, then because Mr. Dookie Stain is on the prowl. Mr. Dookie Dick and Dookie Stain is on the prowl, of a drug pushing neighbor from damn hell, idiot and on sickle. Mr. Dookie Stain dickhead prick is on the prowl, such as he is. Still attempting to force a social environment or relationship upon me that I don't want, so far as attempting to have me believe and be convinced that he has turned over a new lease after what I had experienced today, which is a contradiction and a conflict of interest. Mr. Dookie Stain, dickhead prick, drug pushing and package stealing, parcel package stealing neighbor from down hell is on the prowl again. So if you live around this here area, watch your children, because he may be doing more than just drug pushing, as in dunking his dookie stick dick into unwilling victims of prey. This dookie stick dickhead prick of a neighbor from down hell drug pusher, then of whom I have had to call the police upon, just today for the umpteenth consecutive time, to compare on the other times I have had to call the police upon him, saying that be still attempting to make my life a living damn hell from stalking me into the business office of the management of these real estate premises properties, whereas all I'm going in there to do is to try to, take care of the necessary business at hand, which is to renew my apartment rental lease with the real estate administrative representative personnel, what I meant to say, whereas he follows me back, that he followed me in there, within the first minute, right behind me, at my back, and attempt to make it seem like I myself am, the parasite predator, and he's the victim of prey. To how at one time or another he nearly rode his bicycle into me, not once but twice. The second time, he parked it in front of me talking about, I got something for you. So I pulled out my cell phone and said from there, well, let me let my police friends know that you have something for me, or whatever I said. Then he rolled off like the coward that he is. The cowardly, creepy, and a faggoty parcel package stealing and drug pushing bozo, homie the clown, cooties face, pumpernickel dookie stick prick dickhead that he is, you know, of a real foul and funky ass nigga son of a bitch, stanking to high heaven like the riff-raff, demon possessed, creeping a weirdo, lunatic, maniac, sickle cycle that he would come off as the licensed kind to at one time or another, you know, he's sitting on the stoop outside the building and tell me if I call the police on him again, on or upon him or whatever, I said that there's going to be problems. So I did, because I'm not going to be made to feel like a hermit, you know. I don't trust his ass as far as I could throw his ass, you know. Too high at one time or another, he had his car parked alongside the building, threatening my life, talking about what he could have done to me, you know, at some such given on time, what he could do as well as have done to me by means of his accomplices in crime, my homies of his. Same Mr. Dookie Stick dickhead prick of a drug pusher who represents less manhood than much more familiar faggot. And I wish you would quit borrowing my apartment door, because your next place of residence is going to become a jail cell, unit in a crazy house, a psych ward, or both camps. You crazy MF faggot. I mean, you crazy alpha that represents less manhood than much more familiar average faggot. Being a Mr. Dookie Stick. Mr. Dookie Stick dickhead drug pusher. What a prick that he is, you know. So watch your children, parents. Too, at one time or another, I think I did already tell you about how he was parked alongside the building with his car threatening my life, you know. Ain't no amount of him pretending to be one of the good guys, so it's going to convince me that he has turned over a new leaf, especially when he threatened my life today, you know. And I wish he would quit, you know, attempting to force a social environment relationship upon me because of another, you know, because I'm not buying it, you know. Would you want to attempt to ride my coattail and try to get others to think I'm associated with you? Try to get others to think you're associated with me, however said, you know, so you can come off like a wolf in sheep's clothing on the prowl? It's not happening. Yeah, to at one time or another, you know, he runs down the sidewalk with one hand in his coat or jacket pocket or whatever I said, regardless of whether it was for the winter or summer season, you know. And with I was going to originally catch a train for the local train station right across the street from the building, bit of a mass transit public transportation system that represents, you know, the mass transportation system with all of this many different buses or train routes. Then I had to change my mind and catch a bus route instead, you know, because of him. Mr. Spook that sit by the door, creeping a weirdo. Mr. Midnight Cowboy, Spook to sit by the door, you know. Keep trashing my social media broadcasts every time you look. I may just have to start broadcasting more from a public library with its free Wi-Fi than from my own private Wi-Fi, seeing how some such a dickhead prick, and it could possibly be him that's trashing my social media broadcast each and every time I try to broadcast it. If I got to mention him in each and every social media broadcast of mine, just because this hater and jealous dickhead prick who represents less manhood than a much more familiar faggot, you know, feels the need to attempt to give me the business to make my life a living damn hell as usual, you know. To how at one time or another, you know, he did the same thing as I'm coming back from the hospital after being treated for a physical ailment, was he standing in the front entrance and exit way of the door that for the building entrance, you know, was from there, I'm having to take a detour and try to enter via one or two back doors to some or such, you know. And once I barely made it into my apartment, unlocked and closed my apartment door, and then locked it back. He's standing outside of it, cussing and swearing, misbehaving like he's himself is practically not possibly on the verge of kicking my apartment door in a physical way. And from there, you know, like right, I'm dialing emergency number 911 for police assistance. Regardless, well, I had managed to get off, not a lucky thing, but that was a blessing to get off an emergency telephone call to the police, although my cell phone was dying. At the same time, I'm recharging it. And where he himself would go in and out of one or two back doors more than the other one, being more or mainly the one next to my apartment door, regardless of the lock mechanism being damaged and where it needs repairs, where therefore he would prop something in between the door and the board to make sure he can come and go as easily as he pleases, as well as he could think to make his entrance and exit way via the other back door that needs not in repairs, because there's nothing wrong with this lock mechanism, you know. So Mr. Dookie Stick, dickhead prick, drug pushing, parcel package stealing, dickhead prick, drug pusher of a psychopath and sociopath, addict ass trash from the social media broadcast, as well as it could be any other, you know, internet troll, computer hacker, dickhead prick doing that, you know. Keep trashing my social media broadcast for my own social media channel, as well as they could bombard my chat room comment section. Because that's what dickhead pricks do. Dookie stick, dickhead pricks do. Because they don't have anything better to do at the time but to prove how much of worthless haters they are, you know. Because they jealous of somebody else's potential, because they know they're nothing but a bunch of low-life scumbag riffraff, dookie stick, dickhead pricks that are not worth 2 cents, you know. For the low-life scumbag criminal riffraff that the dookie stick, dickhead prick asses are. So I just thought to bring it to mind to y'all. And on this last note of interest, I'd just like to conclude, you know, even if I have to force myself to say it if it don't come naturally for me to do so, you know. And as I'm feeling kind of pissed at the moment, because this makes the second and third time I'm rebroadcasting the original social media video content material, you know, because some Mr. Dookie Stick dickhead prick wants to trash it. My social media channel, want to disrupt and interrupt the electronic frequency transmissions of broadcast every time I think to present, you know, a social media video post production, where one would disrupt or interrupt it in the process of me doing so. But anyway, though, if you have not gotten Christ as your personal Lord and Savior, I hope that you would think to do so now, while the blood is still running warm in your veins, by recognizing what he himself had done and did upon the cross of Calvary, as he was sacrificed between two thieves at the hands of the Roman soldiers upon orders of their superiors, being mainly or mostly of religious Pharisees and Sadducees. But he went to that cross of Calvary to become the perfect sacrifice, the only sacrifice, so that you don't have to go to that damn hell, so that you can become a citizen of the kingdom of heaven with the only fire insurance against that being. And you know, you don't have to worry about ending up in liquefied down hell with the rest of the unsaved, lost down human souls, non-believers or unbelievers, to be tortured and terrorized and to burn forever. To be tortured and terrorized by the devil and demons, burn forever, compared to how we as believers in God, members of the house of faith and family of God, will be across that great divide that separates heaven from hell. The company of like-minded believers and present God and his angels, you so be blessed down here upon the planet Earth, in this world, and hopefully become a blessing on the others that much more by sharing with them the gospel messages of salvation of Christ's great blood sacrifice, you know. So I say for record. Anyway, though, you all take care and be safe. And more than likely, I lost minutes to this broadcast as well, because Mr. Dookie Stick dickhead prick, so I say, as the less to being a prodigal son, compared to how the worst of two evils is in those closet devil worshippers, or the worstest of devil worshippers, who make up most churchgoers or whatever religious denominations, you know, false brethren, false prophet, and antichrist. That's including the prosperity preachers among them, who be fleecing the flock, buying mansions and chauffeur-driven automobiles and private helicopters, private jets, private planes, private yachts with other people's hard-earned cash for the fools that would donate their monies to them. The Jim Jones wannabes. You all take care. We out. Peace.